Hello everybody, welcome back to the high voltage server. This is the captain speaking, and today I am going to take a bit of a journey. So, spring has sprung in real life, and a lot of people are too busy enjoying the nice weather to play on the Minecraft server, and that's perfectly fine. I know other people who are college and university students are finishing up their semesters and getting their spring and summer jobs in line. So, I mean, real life does take precedence over Minecraft. But there aren't all that many new builds or developments to show off on the server, and I'm not much in the mood to build. So, I thought instead what I would do is I would hop aboard my ship here and set sail. I've got a destination in mind, some of you might recognize. So that's what we'll be doing today, and maybe for the next couple episodes, depending on how long it takes. So I'm going to go ahead and sail over to the spot that I have in mind, and I will meet you guys on the other side. Okay guys, we are finally here. I set sail for several days and nights, but at long last I have arrived at my destination, and here we are. Now if you're new to the high voltage server, you probably don't recognize this, but some of the veterans certainly will. I have sailed back to the old map. So this was the map that we were playing on when I joined the server in February of 2014, and we played it up until the end of August 2014. So I spent several months on this map, but it was also several months old when I joined. So I'll give a tour of the old map for the sake of nostalgia, and for those of you who are interested in what the voltage of days gone by used to be. Now, unfortunately, this version of the map is a little outdated. I had built a giant tower lighthouse thing there, and Cave Knox, Paper Heart, and myself had built a jungle village in this part. Unfortunately, that version of the map was lost, but I can still show everyone around some of the rest of the server. I've kind of sailed back in time a little bit too with this. I must have installed a flux capacitor in my ship at some point without realizing it. Captain's Island Retreat. That's the name of this spot. And here we go. Oh, my old tunnel. Yes. I spent some time trying to make it look like you're walking the plank over the ocean. And I could have done a bit of a better job making it, a little more 3D. But oh, multi-captain man, yes, my old username. Memories. So Cave Knox's place is through there, but I think what I will do first is I will show off the old spawn town. I should also remember to leave a link to Frats Jr.'s videos. When we were getting ready to say goodbye to this map, he did a... Oh, that's going to be loud. Nuts to that. But Frats did a tour of the server when we were getting ready to say farewell, and he knows more about the server than I do, especially in this map. Jake Kalimodali. That was a player that was not active when I joined. And Manganese's place. So the nether hub and tunnels were a little more simplistic back in these days, but you know what? Completely functional. And I'm going to go through now to the spawn village. Any minute now. Oh yes, this is the old town hall. I'm pretty sure this was a Frats Junior design. I remember the very first time I spawned into this world. I came into the town hall to check things out, and there was a spider in here, and it very nearly killed me. And that's how I think I remember this as a Frats Junior build, because Frats man, you don't light things up enough to make them safe, man. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, simple small town hall. A little too heavy in the quartz, perhaps, but it looks good. And this is our old map. Now, we don't have a full map of the current server up, like this, but I think Cave Knox has the supplies to get that done. But you can see what the old map layout used to be. A little bit of ocean here and here. This is where my ship is, where we were just at. And Cave Knox's place is there. And we are currently right here. This is the spawn town area, right in the center. Now this map had a bit too much desert for a lot of people. A lot of sand. And that was a bit of a gripe. So when selecting the new map, we made sure to not have quite so much desert. And I think everyone wanted mountains. So the map we have now is a lot more mountains, a lot less sand. The downfall with the current map, I think, though, is that like the bottom chunk is just ocean. So it'll be interesting once we actually get a map up of that. Interesting part too is the only actual mountain area available in the build zone of this map is right there. That little white forested, or that white capped mountain range. And that's the first place that I set up shop when I joined the map over a year ago. And you can see a few people built in the desert, and a few things here and there. But yes, oh, the spawn town. I don't know all that much about the spawn because it was pretty well set up by the time I joined. I know you've got a fortune-telling cow there that Furry had made. You can watch Brad's video if you want more info on that. It's pretty funny from what I gather. A few different shops. The old slime shop, I think that was Furry's. A few other things. Shops, I think this was Coco. Coco built that. Again, that already existed when I joined. Villagers. Oh yes, Ginger Weasel's Purple House, the old food spot. Sounds like there's a zombie nearby. Second, Sports and Booster. This was already here when I joined. Booster and Sports, I don't think were very active by the time I started playing on the high voltage server, but they came back in force when the map change happened. They've been pretty busy ever since, especially Second Sports. So I had been working on a little project over here, and I wonder if there are any boats handy. Oh, yes there are. So this is one thing that Frats, I don't think he even knew about. But I had started building a project close to spawn, you know, to kind of contribute to spawn. But I didn't want to build a shop because I didn't want to have to stock it. So what I built instead was a little water park, or the start of a little water park. I've got water slide there, one here, and I had the start of one here. So I had it figured out. I had to figure this all out in creative. But you hit the button, and I'm not touching any other buttons. I'm just going with the flow. It's a bit more of a slowdown than usual. I hope I make it around the corner. Yep. And the boat breaks. Sometimes it breaks, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, so that's just a simple, stupid little thing I decided I'd try making one time. And yeah, so that was cool. One of the perhaps less known features of the old spawn area. Especially because by the time I got to starting this project, the server had all but essentially died. Cave Knox and Paper Heart were still on fairly regularly. And actually, I remember seeing Coco around quite a bit too, but not many other people. I'm going to take a shortcut through here. Iron Golem. Sad times. Is this where the... No. It's kind of like a tree farm though. Oh, Cocos Bridge. Coco Bridge of Doom. Very, very cool bridge to get over. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is the beautiful, magnificent, wonderful Dinotech headquarters. Unfortunately, I don't know that it's entirely done as of this iteration of the map. So there might be some furnishings or decorations that aren't quite complete in there. I think the structure is complete. It's been a while since I've seen it, of course. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful build that took Dino forever to do. And the Kawaii Sino, I don't think was stocked when the map was reset, unfortunately. But this was a build by one of our members who hasn't been back since the map change, Kawaii Wonder. And she built a magnificent casino. I'm told that the redstone works fairly well. I didn't get a chance to try it before before her supplies kind of ran out and she had to restock. Oh, the old block shop. The block shop 1.0 that made Ginger and Keaton just a complete and total mint. They had so many diamonds by the end of the map because of this thing. So that's really cool. I think Ginger had this posted in the forums as Fratz's build. I think that was one of the earlier things he built on the server. So that's cool. Again, I don't know everything about this server or this map on the server because so much of it had been built before I came along. Delta Rail. But it's a beautiful, beautiful location. They did very well, I think, in finding a good area to have the spawn town here. I'm pretty sure it used to be a village, like an actual naturally spawned village, and that's why they built here. So that's cool. For those of you who are on the server, you've probably heard of the legend of the dead furry. So that happened pretty early on in this map, and I think Frats built this as a memorial to Furry. You've got the F and of course the rest in peace. And little messages to him. He did a short kind of response video to everyone saying he was dead at one point. I don't know if it's still up on his channel or not. I do remember having seen it though. And then the old Team F headquarters, F&F Odd Job Shop. I think this was their headquarters. Again, I don't know all the things about this this version of the server. Potion Shop. That was I'm Manganese did that. Wonderfully done shop. I don't know if it's complete in this version. We'll take a quick look. I need to be over there. Oh, it might be. Okay, yeah. Whoop. Doors might be a little wonks. So yeah, he's got a automatic potion brewing system set up somewhere behind all this. Manganese is a pretty amazing player when it comes to doing redstone work. That's where I learned a lot of the stuff that I know. Actually, he helped me out with a few projects. Unfortunately, he hasn't been back since the map changed, so that's kind of sad. But I'm pretty sure he's still on the whitelist, so hopefully at some point he'll join us. And here, I'm sure everyone who played on the old map recognizes this spot. This is the original spawn point. So the very first time I logged in, and the very first time I think most of us logged in to this map on the high voltage server, this was the first thing that we saw. And this was a slightly confusing place to spawn, frankly. I remember not knowing where I was going from here. I mean, these signs tell you, but it's a confusing spot. I know a lot of players instantly headed off that way into the wilderness, and then, you know, had difficulty setting up. I myself, I don't think I used the bridge. I think I ended up down there for some reason. I came through. I remember coming down and just finding a random tree to take some wood from to try to get set up. And then the person that actually recommended this server to me was AF Bunny, who used to play a lot on the server. She's moved on to a different server now, but she was the one that recommended this spot to me and gave me the server tour. So shout out to Bunny. Hopefully the new server she's playing on works out for her. Oh. Wow, I'm just terrible aim today. Now we did have a fireworks display set up here, and you'll see that if you watch any of Fratz's videos, especially the like kind of final farewell tour. We had a huge fireworks display that I saved up months worth of gunpowder and supplies to make, and it lasted quite a long time actually. Maybe a little too long, so I might have got overzealous with that. Sorry. We've got a few minutes left. I'll show off the last few things in Spawn Town, and I guess next episode I'll show off some of the builds I know of. So this is the post office. Such mail, very post, or very mail, such post. I got it backwards. I suspect that was a ginger weasel sign. So yeah, in here you can see all the people. Fats and Sham Shal Abim. I don't know who that is. AF Bunny, who I was just talking about. Anger Dino. Matt Stack. Don't know who Mark is. Coco. It's Cave Knox. Furry. Peter Div. I think Peter Div's been on the new server. I think he has. Keaton, Ginger, Manganese, Kawaii, Wonder. Booster. Delta. Paper. Myself. Minecobble. And Sports. And there are still some things in the mailboxes, actually. At BOR, I don't know what that is. Still, very cool little post office. This was one of the later developments in the main server. Originally, I'll just run back this way quickly. Oop. In here, this used to be the mailroom in here, but I think Frats or Ginger decided this should be the bathroom because there weren't any in Spawn Town. So if you need to use the facilities, this is the one and the only one available. So the last thing I think that's worth showing off is down this way. Well, one more thing I should mention just very quickly. You've got is this it? Was this it? I always have difficulty finding it. Is this Cave Knox's iron place? I think this is it. Cave Knox's iron mill, yes. So every person that joined the server got a free suit of armor from Cave. First visit a new player. Free set of gear and tools. Which is very cool. Very handy for new players. But that's the kind of guy Cave Knox is. The kind of guy that helps out. And along that vein, he's also set up over here. I'm pretty sure he set this up, the community warehouse. So it was a place where if you were doing a community build, you could get supplies or ask for supplies or donate things. All kinds of wood. Donation requests. So Shadows, who I never met, he wanted tons of oak leaves. It looks like Dino helped him out with those. Slimes for Ender Farm. So yeah, great community warehouse, very well laid out, great storage, request areas, very well done project. And I assume this was Cave Knox because he seemed to more or less run the show. But I could be mistaken in that. I remember one of the first times playing with him, he was trying to figure out what type of lighting solution to use for town. And obviously we ended up with these, but we tried out a number of different things, and that was pretty cool. But I think that's more or less going to be it for my first video here in the old map. I will probably do a few more, show off some of the old builds that I know a few things about. Of course, a couple of my own, and let's see if I gotta check it. And caves and papers, and some of the guys I used to play with. So leave a like if you enjoyed this video. If you're a member of this server, you can find this map available for download on the High Voltage website, so you should definitely check that out if you're interested. If nothing else, it could give you something to do in single player. Leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to see from either the current server or from this old one, and I'll try to fulfill your request. In the meantime, have yourselves a great day, take care, and goodbye.